Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Tales from Terrapin. I am Terry, your host, and what we do here on this channel is we explore the music of the Grateful Dead. I pick a song, we talk all about it, I give you some stats, maybe the meaning of what the song's about, whatever actually pops into my mind as I've been preparing the song. And before I forget, it is the law of the land the land of YouTube that I ask you all to like, share, and subscribe. And for any of you that have been asking, my eye today is a little bit better. It's a weird day today. Um, Vision is slowly coming back. It actually feels like my eye has been dropped in a glass of water, and that's what I am seeing when I close it. Things are bouncing around. It's very weird and interesting. And it's annoying, so I keep closing my eyes. So if you see me with one eye open, like Metallica, I am not, worried about a nightmare. Um, but I do not recommend detaching your retina. Okay, so if you all could not do that, I would I would greatly appreciate it. So, all right, let's get into it. So, what are we going to do today? If you figured it out, we are going to do Samson and Delilah. This is definitely one of my favorite Bobby tunes. And Samson and Delilah is a traditional arrangement that Bobby came up with, and it's definitely known for the drumming that goes on in this song. So Samson and Delilah showed up on the Terrapin Station album, which was recorded from 11/2/1976 through May 8th, 1977. It was released on July 27th, 1977. And Bob Weir became aware of this song from the Reverend Gary Davis. And there are a bunch of bands that also did this song throughout the years. But anyway, so let's get right into the stats here. So, wrong screen. That's the show we are going to do. So this should be the right screen now. Yes, there it is. All right, so Samson and Delilah was played 364 times. First time it was played was June 3rd, 1976 at the Paramount Theater in Portland, Oregon. The last time it was played was July 9th, 1995 at Soldier Field in Chicago, Illinois. And this was one of the songs that's probably in the top 10, 20 of songs most played. So there's no significant gaps. It was played at least once every tour, if not a couple times. And interesting enough, as we've always been looking for, the first few years is when they play it a lot, and then it comes down. So more or less, Samson and Delilah is a second set song, 352 times, 11 times in the first set, once in the encore. Most played in Oakland with 26 times, San Francisco 25, New York 18, Chicago 14, and Boston 10. And looking through, there's a pretty good mix of what's going on. A lot of just, Terrapin and um, Estimated were played a lot together. That's one thing that I picked up on. And um, I was also, like, when I was going into this, I was kind of surprised. I mean, we're only here in the 80s, but I would have thought that it would have went into or come out of drums a little bit more frequently, and I think that was the only time I saw it was that once here in '93. Um, well, there's another one. All right, so I just, with the way they drum, I assumed it was going to come uh, out of, or well, into drums more frequently than it did, but it's played a lot with Terrapin, so which makes sense because they're both on the same album and whatnot. So, what do I have to say about this song? Well, it's about Samson and Delilah from the Old Testament, the Bible, and it just tells the story in a way uh, that this song was written to do. So the version we're going to listen to is from 6/24/1985. It's the Riverbend Music Center in Cincinnati, Ohio. And once again, we will be featuring a piece of artwork from Randy Dunham. This is a better quality picture that I've been able to get, and it's not the whole painting. It's only part of it. Yeah, this is actually a painting. It's mostly done with the hand and brush and airbrushing, and his process is absolutely insane. So anyway, so that's what's going on. So without further ado, why don't I do what everyone likes, and I'll be quiet, and let's listen to Samson and Delilah.
Good looks, God knows a whole lot. Delilah, she gained old Samson's mind when first he saw this woman low and took leave his mind. Delilah, she climbed up on old Samson's knee, said, tell me where else to fly, if you please. And she spoke so kind, God knows, talk so fair. Old Samson said, Delilah, get off my head, you can shave my head. Was any old man if I had my way, if I had my way, if I had my way, I would tear this old building down. You read about Samson, all from his birth. He was the strongest man that ever have lived on earth. One day while Samson was walking along, looked down on the ground, he saw an old jawbone. Stretched out his arm, God knows jeans broke like thread. When he got to moving, 10,000 was dead. If I had my way, if I had my way, if I had my way, I would tread this old building down his own. Samson and Delilah, they got in town. Samson in trouble up on the lion's back. And you read about this lion, he killed a man with his paws. Samson got his hands up around that lion's jaws. And he ripped out beasts, God knows, killed him dead. And the beast made honey in the lion's head. If I had my way, if I had my way, if I had my way, I would tear this old building down. Good God Almighty, talk.
Whoa, wow, that was insane. That was awesome. I completely enjoyed that. That was fun. That was a good version. I definitely enjoyed that. Whew. So, man, 1985. Whew. Jerry was absolutely insane in those jams there. That was fun. So that was Samson and Delilah. Again, 62485 from the Riverbend Music Center, Cincinnati, Ohio. So, I did a reaction video the other day to this band Ghost's new CD, and I'm debating on whether or not to put it out. This is a complete left turn from what's on this channel. I'm not really into doing a second channel, so I might put it out. So just to forewarn you, But anyway, so yeah, I'm still researching those one timers. There's a couple that I enjoyed, but they're very early, and some of the recordings are not that great. So I'm trying to narrow it down a little bit more to some of these one shot deals that the Dead played over the years. But anyway, yeah. Before I forget again, it's below the line of YouTube for you to like, share, and subscribe. Give a comment below. Let me know how you're doing. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Talk to you later. Bye.